Ritu, I want to ask you, being an entrepreneur requires a lot of drive. It requires a lot of conviction. It requires a lot of self-belief because each one of you obviously believe you can make something of this business. But it's also tough. It's terribly tough because you're managing your own P&L. At every stage, you have to figure, is this expense worth it? Is this going to be an investment? What is this going to get me? Did you ever have choices to make where you felt torn between, I want to spend on this and yet I can't seem to afford it, or I wish I could land monies and I can't seem to, or I wish I had a more comfortable life? Like when I became an entrepreneur, mine was I've been a corporate person all my life for 20 years, and just the fact that I didn't have a secchi, I had to make all of my bookings and manage a lot of things on my own was in itself a big shift. I had to let go of my driver. I had to start looking at my expenses, and I had to start thinking about, what if there were 5 months where I don't make any money at all? What would I do? Did you also have to make some tough decisions like those? I mean, not that mine were really tough.
I'd love to take that up if I could. Yeah.
Please do.
Actually, it's strange enough that right at the midpoint in my journey, it was one of the toughest times for me. We started off as being a very dominant offline player. We were with all the top modern retailers. And I tell this to everybody because I think it still pains me sometimes when I think about it. We were at, about 150 stores. And, it was great because obviously we were being able to reach the customer. But it soon became very clear to us that what we were trying to do, the brand identity we wanted to create, wasn't really reaching the right customer. And we weren't making money, plain and simple. So as much as the scale was fantastic, we know we could have taken it from 150 to 300. We had to pick our battles. And we said, at some point, to be able to sustain and survive, even though we'd love to be at, 300, 400 stores, we have to take a hard call. And that was one of the toughest moments. And thankfully enough, of course, we had online, which was coming up. And therefore, as a bootstrap company, we had to take a call, where are you going to put your money in? And we decided to go the digital first route. But I remember that being a very, very trying time. If I had probably more resources, I would have loved to have gone all guns blazing on all fronts, but a hard call had to be taken.
Yeah. Did any one of you also face that conundrum? Thank you so much for that, Shikhar. Very well answered.
I like to chip in. So I think we as an entrepreneur, you face that every day, the choices of choosing one over the other. I think one of the major decision making for us happened when COVID hit everybody. Being in an e-commerce space, we were going at a very, very good pace, and we had an expansion plan in place. But the moment lockdown happened, supply chain got disrupted, demand came down. And suddenly you have to make the choice of whether you go ahead with the expansion plan that you have. What do you do with your cash flows? What do you do with the people that you have hired? And I think we took a conscious decision of retaining everybody, not doing any salary cuts, and we sailed through the tough times. And I think it paid off. Now that we are back into the e-commerce growth which is happening. And those are some of the relationships that you build when you stick around with as a team, and I think it pays off. So I think it's a learning. You make decisions. Some of them turns out to be wrong. Some of them turns out to be right, and that's how you learn as an entrepreneur.
I must say you demonstrated a lot of resilience. You and even Yash, in what you've done to survive through these times. It must have been very, very difficult, and I remember at a time when, I'm a part of a lot of entrepreneur groups, and everybody was discussing this on how, yes, it's the right thing to not let go of your workforce. And of course, we want to retain everyone. But when there simply isn't any revenue, when there simply isn't any cash flow, then despite all good intent, one might have to let go.